Welcome to the 0 people in here so far. I'll probably wait to really start chit-chatting until I get at least 1 or 2 people in here. I say that, but that's not the case. I chit-chat to myself all the time, so I'm probably just gonna sit here and ramble, actually, until peeps show up. Or don't. Either way. It's funny, oftentimes on, like, Fridays and Saturdays, even Thursdays, the chat can be kind of wild. I feel like it's just because it's the weekend and more people have more free time with their phones. But that hasn't been the case as of late. That's for sure. Oh yeah, I got new nails. That's fun. They're like Halloween ones. Little spider web. The spider. I'm like terrified of spiders, which is kind of funny, because I got them on my nails, but I'm scared of them. But they're like cartoonish, you know, so it's fine. If it was a realistic one, I'd have a problem. But it's not, so we're good. Especially in the fall, I feel like it's really bad for spiders, because they're all living outside in the summer, and then they all want to come inside. Eh. I always end up finding one really big one. Like every fall, I just feel like it's a general rule. I'm gonna find at least one, like, oversized spider in the house. In like an inconvenient spot. I guess anywhere in the house is inconvenient. I don't know. I'm not a spider person, as you can tell. I don't like spiders. I hate when I find them. Sometimes I'll find them at work too, and that's the worst. Especially if I'm one of the only people around, because I'm not gonna take it outside. I'm not killing it. I'm just not going in that room anymore. That area that it's at is off limits. Mm-mm. Yeah, other than that, I'm trying to think of what else has been on my mind lately. I made a video about how AI is ruining lo-fi, or more so, like, I kind of covered it on a recent live stream. That was fun. I tried to do a section on the Sims drama that's been going on lately. I think it was last live stream I had, but my computer I have is so ancient and, like, just not on speed with that. So it wasn't able to really keep up with it. I am thinking of recovering that though, because I don't know, just all of the drama surrounding that is nuts. It's wild to see, like, YouTubers that I thought were, you know, for gay rights and trans rights, and these very, like, open-minded people who are still playing the game, and some of them still, like, I don't know, it seems like they're just still gonna keep promoting the game even after it's in the open that they're getting sold to Saudi Arabia. Like, that's pretty weird, bro. I don't know. Like, at the very least, just admit you have no morals and that you care about nobody but yourself. Like, that would be honest. At least at that point, you're being honest. Instead of lying and pretending like you care about, you know, trans rights and gay rights and people of color, and then continuing to play a game that it's not supporting any of those things. I mean, look into the history of Saudi Arabia. They put women in prison who were trying to advocate for women's rights. I don't think you're allowed to drive in Saudi Arabia if you're a woman. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to be in healthcare. Like, I could be wrong on those, but I'm pretty sure those are things I've heard too about Saudi Arabia. Like, it's not a pleasant place to live if you're not a man. You know, a straight man at that. You better be straight, because if you're not, that's a whole nother thing over there. Like, so I just don't understand supporting it. Oh, Emmanuel, hi! Hey, I'm from the US, but I've heard Brazil is cool. I've never been there. I think it'd be interesting to be able to go tour the world and go to different places like that. I think I've said that on here before. It's definitely something I've thought about and mentioned before. I would say your name, but I'm not sure how to pronounce that, so hi! Thank you for the hand waves. Hey Gabriel, what's up? Some of you are popping in and saying hi. I appreciate anyone stopping by and chatting with me. It definitely helps. I like having some random stuff going by in the chat because I have something to like bounce off of that way, you know, besides, well, just my own brain. Which I guess is enough. I mean, I've been sitting here rambling for a good 5 minutes now. Pretty good. But yeah, no, that was interesting. I don't know, there's just a lot of interesting things that are going on online right now. A lot of crazy stuff. Like the Taylor Swift drama is weird too. It's very odd. I don't know. I mean, I guess I get it. Like, musicians can't always have perfect albums. Some albums are just gonna be bad. But it almost seems like she, like, regressed in age or something. Like, I don't know. Like, it seems like something that, like, a 20-year-old would write, not... I don't know how old Taylor Swift is, but I know she's not 20. I know she's older than that, so I don't know why she's... I mean, whatever. It's her music. She can do whatever she wants. Also, there was just a video that I saw with her that was really awkward, like the way she was talking about people disliking her album. It was really condescending, and she was like putting them down. I think she said like, oh, that you just don't understand. If you're talking about my album, it helps. It's like, yeah, you're getting views, but it's not from people that are actually enjoying your music. Do you not want the people looking at your music to enjoy it? I don't know. Isn't that kind of the goal? You just want everyone to not like the music you're putting. I don't know. It's very much so seemed like she was trying to pretend like she was unbothered when she was like royally pissed off about it. Is kind of the vibe I got. I don't know. Not really worth making a video about, but just interesting. Y'all are slow. Hi, Isaac. What's up? What else? I don't really know. I don't think there's anything else random bobbling up here right now that I can mention. Yeah. I mean, the news is just the same as it's been for the past few months, right? Every time that I end up looking, I just see something new that Trump said or did. Just like an endless cycle, I swear. So I don't really know much what to say about that. Hey, Dio, what's up? Or Diogo? I assume? Cool name. What's up? But yeah, I was gonna do another laptop stream. I just didn't because, like I was mentioning earlier, the last time I did it, it was being, like, annoyingly choppy, and I just didn't want to have to worry about it this time. Makes it easier to do it on my phone, honestly. I mean, the only downside is, of course, I can't, like, react to articles or videos or anything like that. Hey, Log Zombie, what's up? My day's been good. It's been hectic, like always, though. I feel like Fridays are always a little bit hectic. It's just kind of how they go. Stay for life, what's up? Hey! Eric? What's up? Or can I still call you Boba? I love Boba. Every time that you show up, I swear, I end up, like, craving Boba. I love Boba. Hey, Kaz, what's up? Yeah, honestly, I haven't been doing too many of these phone streams as of late. I've honestly been kind of stepping back from the streams in general. I'm probably gonna make a point to start posting more videos as opposed to streams. I'm still probably gonna stream at least once a week, probably Fridays. I feel like Friday is a good day for it. So I'll still make sure that I'm doing it once a week, but it's probably just not going to be as often. And sometimes I skip weeks. You know how I am. I randomly disappear at times and then come back. My family's a cat. Ah, that's fair. That's fair. Yes, I do support Therians and furries. I support people being whatever they want to be. So long as you don't hate other people or, you know, promote hateful ideologies. I don't care what you want to do with your free time. I support anyone and everyone, pretty much. You're good. Sometimes stuff happens. There are some days where I don't feel like posting or going live, and I don't. And you know what? That's okay. Because it's probably for the better that I'm not doing it as opposed to doing it when I don't want to. Because I feel like y'all would just be able to tell, you know? Like, that it wouldn't be entertaining for anyone. You're a Therian? That's awesome. Wait, who's your bias? Oh, you're talking to Stay. Okay. There we go. I get it. Never mind. Calico cat. I used to have a calico cat. I had a calico cat for a long time. She lived to be like, I think she was 20 when she passed away. She was an old kitty. Calico cats are cool though. Well, I guess there's also like two different kinds of calico hogs. There's like the tortoise shell calico, and then just like the regular tricolor calico. That's your stereotype? That's sweet. I'm from the US, but please don't call me that. You can call me AlterAzrial if you want. I know, I miss my kitty, that's for sure. But she lived a long life, on the bright side, right? 20 years is, for a cat, that's pretty good. So, I can't really complain too much. But no, she was cool. Yeah, me too. I love dogs. I have a dog right now. But I grew up with two pit bulls, and they were both really cool, honestly. Dogs are sweet, especially when you're a kid, because I feel like they have your same energy, so you can, you know, you got like a little four-legged friend that you can roll around and play with. I never really cared to get big, as I mentioned, so whether it affects any algorithms bother me. Yeah, that's fair. Pop up when I feel up to it, more so to check in or share a positive word. Yeah, honestly, that's way better than feeling like a duty to do it and making yourself do it when you don't want to, right? And yeah, honestly, I think it's best to make stuff without the idea or without the goal of it getting big, because then it just turns into like a job or an obligation as opposed to something you actually enjoy. At least, yeah, honestly, I'm lucky that I didn't have to put her down. I mean, my mother did because I didn't live with her at the time, but yeah, definitely unfortunate. That's always like the hardest part of having a pet, is having to put them down. It's definitely not easy or fun, but it's still worth it getting to have them in your life, you know? Plus work takes up a lot. Yeah, honestly. You barely, yeah, see, that's my problem too, is I have like quite a few different things that I try to focus on. Like, I like to write as well. I have a story that's, I don't know, halfway, maybe 3/4 of the way done. That's kind of being generous, because I think I need to go back and restructure a little bit. But either way, the point being, I haven't worked on it in like a week, probably. I definitely need to get back into that. Yes, honestly, respect boundaries. See, and the funny thing to me, okay, I'm not trying to be sexist here, but I feel like that kind of stuff, it's always a man that does that. Like, I can't remember a time in my life where I was called a name like that from, like, a woman, or just anyone who wasn't a man, even just, like, gender non-conforming. Like, I don't know, it's always some random cis dude that has to show up and make everyone uncomfortable. I don't know. Like, it's like a magic trick or like a rule of the universe. People say some weirds, because I've worked in customer service, and especially old men say some wild stuff. I straight up had an old man once, no joke. When I was done giving him his order, as he was walking out the door, he turned and looked at me and said, "I'll be thinking about you later," and then walked out with a smile on his face. Like, what's wrong with you? Why would you tell another person that? Do you have no shame? Like, just none at all. Oh my goodness. I'm a boy, but most people my age don't respect boundaries at all and are homophobic. Yeah, see, and that's the hard thing. I imagine it must be hard being a boy that actually respects boundaries too, because then you're like probably kind of thrown in with, you know, I don't know. Like I understand that's why I try to make a point to say I know this isn't all men. Like I know not every cis guy is like that. There are plenty of cis guys who are totally respectful and totally not weird, but there are plenty who are. Have too many ideas. I'm even trying to figure out this new writing piece. Yeah, see, I'm the same way. Like I have too many different ideas. Like I will write a story halfway, or I'll even just write like the intro to something, and then I'll move on to something else. I get another idea in my head and I have to, you know? It's well, I don't have to. I just get the overwhelming urge to do so and I give in to it. It's kind of my own fault. It's mostly old men or people who are entitled to. Yeah, honestly. Honestly. I don't know. I just think to like all the times that I've been the most uncomfortable around a customer, and it's usually older men. Like I think there have been a couple times where it hasn't been an old guy that's made me uncomfortable, but typically that's the rule. Can you ask a question? Yeah, of course. Oh, that's cool, Spring Bonnie. Yeah, you can tell me what happened within reason, as long as it doesn't involve too much of like, you know, your personal life. Just keep in mind that there's other people out here and you never know who could be reading it, so just try not to include any like personal info. If I have a good potential line to possibly use, I'll literally stop what I'm doing at work to write it down or else I'll forget it later. Yes, honestly, I can be the same way. I feel like a lot of artists are like that though, where they'll get an idea and it's like, I gotta write it now. I gotta make sure I get this. Because you're right, it will leave you and you won't be able to remember it if you don't write it down, I swear. At least that's how I am with stuff. Sometimes sometimes I can't get it out of my head though, and sometimes it's like the opposite. It's like I can't forget it and I can't stop thinking about it. I don't know. It's annoying. It's like a I don't know how to describe it, like a brain worm or something. Hey, what's up? Apparently there was this guy who looked at girls in my grade. Ah, I'm sorry. That's the worst. That's the worst. I when I was well, hopefully someone brought that to like the principal's attention, because if like other classmates are noticing that he's looking at other girls weirdly, that definitely needs to be brought to like a principal or someone's parent maybe. Like if y'all don't want to talk about it, tell someone's mom or someone's dad so they can tell the principal. Cuz yeah, that's absolutely not okay. That's something that when I was in, I don't know, I think it was like 11th grade, maybe 10th grade. Either way, around there. I had a Spanish teacher and he ended up getting fired like at the beginning of the term or semester, because he was like texting, he was being like sexual in texts with a student. And it was wild because we didn't have a teacher for the rest of the semester. We just had like a never ending line of um, substitute teachers. But no, it was an absolute mess. I will say one thing though, as soon as the school like learned of that, he was gone. Like we never saw him again. So, yeah, he left the same day my friends told me. That's good. That's good. That was quick. At least there's that. Because yeah, man. The crazy thing, I don't understand how people get through that system, because I've heard that they will try to bait you with questions. Like they'll try to like ask you if you've ever had thoughts about minors. Like they'll straight up try to like ask you to make sure. Um but to be fair, I guess you could just lie. Like, yeah, probably just lie on that. I don't know, man. That's just wild. That's really wild. Got fired because people exposing him were being more fun than That's annoying. Oh, hey, real OG, what's up? I've been doing good, honestly. Just busy like always, I guess. What about you? But yeah, no, that sucks, honestly. I'm sorry, Kaz. I'm sorry, Diego. I only speak English, unfortunately. I wish I was multilingual, but I'm not. But yeah, I don't think I've ever had a teacher be fired like wrongly. I've had a few messed up, like I had a messed up principal once. When I was a kid, I went to a really small school, and the thing with really small like country schools, at least in Oregon, some of them are kind of just used as like a revolving door for like new principals to get experience on their resume. So I probably had like I don't even know, like 4 or 5 different principals throughout my time in just elementary school. It was kind of ridiculous. One of them, I won't say her full name, so we'll just call her Miss B. Miss B was evil. Well, let's just put it that way. This woman was scary. She was like kind of like a cartoon character. She always wore high heels. She reminded me of it's like one of the old ladies in Harry Potter. I think it might be like the head of Hufflepuff or something. It's like this like very overly proper woman with short hair. She always wore her freaking heels, but she was just evil. She was an evil woman. There was this like mentally disabled boy who was like, I don't know, probably 6. And long story short, he ended up having a meltdown and she ended up like shoving him into a metal filing cabinet. The messed up thing was, she still got to finish the rest of the school year there. Like, she didn't leave until next school year, and it was winter, so she stayed for a good few months. I thought that was pretty messed up, that you could straight up physically abuse a kid and not lose your job. Like, you should be in jail, lady. You shouldn't still be here. I know. Honestly, like, I don't know, man. Schools schools kind of treat teachers like like police departments treat cops. When there's like a bad one, they don't get fired, they just get moved from one area to, yeah, dude, a metal one. You know, like those metal filing cabinets they have in offices? It was in one of those because he was having like a breakdown in the back, like crying, upset. And I guess she thought physically abusing him would make him feel better. I don't know what was going through her head in that moment, but yeah, she was a crazy woman. And you could tell too, because she was just like, she was always smiling. Like, it was creepy. She was creepy. I'm not even gonna lie. Dude, it was messed up because, that little kid, he had like an older sister and an older brother, and they all left. Next school year, they were not there anymore. And I don't blame their parents at all. If I were their parents, I would have taken them out of that school district too. Honestly. You need a Therian mask idea? Hmm. It's October, so it should be like a spooky themed one, right? Or something kind of spooky themed. I don't know. A bat. Bats are cool. I feel like I don't ever see any like bat masks, which I feel like it'd be really sick. You know, you could do one of the bats with like the big old ears. I think those are cool. Yeah, of course. Well, he didn't defend it. Yeah, he was just really young. He was like 6 years old. It happened in like elementary school. No, it was messed up though, honestly. It was so awkward. I actually ended up seeing her when I was like 18 because I ended up working at a fast food restaurant like one town over. And I shit you not, she actually showed up in my line once and I was like taking her order and she didn't recognize me. Obviously, I couldn't say anything rude because I was working and my boss was behind me. But I did say like, "Oh, weren't you the principal of such and such school?" And her face got all uncomfortable. She kind of like looked away and said, "Huh, yeah." Like, you could tell it immediately made her, like, uncomfortable that I knew that she used to work there, because I think she remembered the, drama that happened and why she had to leave. A pumpkin cat would be awesome, dude. I love that idea. I love the idea of a pumpkin cat. I love pumpkin anything, but yes, a pumpkin cat would be sick. It'd be like bright orange. Off topic, I'm happy you caught your live. I love popping in where I can. Yeah, no, thank you. I'm happy you caught it too, honestly. That's why I usually try to do these, ooh, you're making bat wings for Halloween? That's so cool. I love that. But no, I love getting to talk to people in chat. That's why I try to do these, like, Fridays oftentimes, because I feel like it's a good time for people to come in and chat, as opposed to, like, a Monday when everyone's at school or work or something. I also try to do it later on in the day, just to make sure. Good evening from Arizona, right? Yeah, that's sick. The nails, thank you! Yeah, they're Halloween ones. They have little spiders. But yeah, Arizona's cool, honestly. I haven't been there, but I have some family that lives there. Eh, they love the heat, so it's good for them. They're like a lizard person, I swear. Or once I was in elementary school and we shared a bathroom with the special needs kids, and the caretakers of them would literally change the kids in our bathroom. It made us so uncomfortable. But outside of the bathroom, that is messed up. Like, I mean, especially like for the kids themselves, because, like, yeah, they might be special needs, but I'm sure they still want privacy. Like, I'm sure that doesn't mean that they just want to be naked in front of everyone. That's so messed up. Man, I'm surprised that there's not, like, a law against that. Man. To be fair, even if there was, who would say anything? Because it's in the bathroom. I don't even know. That's crazy, though. Man. Yeah, we didn't have... I don't think we had any, like, special needs kids that needed help with using the restroom at my school. If we did, that same thing probably would have happened there, because that school was so messed up, I swear. But she didn't do anything? Haha, man. I wonder why. That's obnoxious. I'm sorry. You know what? Good on you and the other girls, though, for going and saying something, because, the special needs kids, they probably have a hard time doing that themselves. So you guys doing it for them, that's awesome. Even if the teacher didn't do anything, at least you tried, right? That's better than nothing, at the very least. But yeah, I just put myself in that situation, and I would want privacy. I don't know, I try to treat others how I'd want to be treated. I don't know. I had another teacher. I had this one teacher who, he should not have been a teacher, because he would just, like, emotionally shut down. Not just emotionally, but just entirely. He would shut down in, like, the middle of class, because kids would be talking over him, and he couldn't make them be quiet. Like, he was just not harsh enough. So he'd literally go and sit in his little office chair in the corner and just sit there in silence while everyone talked. Never got in trouble for it, never got fired. It was annoying, honestly. I don't know. I guess that's the price of going to a really small school. At least, like, a country one, is you get a bunch of relaxed teachers that don't really feel like doing much. I ended up going to a slightly larger school in, like, middle school and a little bit in high school, and it was kind of hard for me, honestly, because I was so used to the slow pace. Hey, Master Chef? Master Chief. Yeah, Master Chief. Why is that messing with me? I think maybe it's just because it's all smushed together, who knows. But hey, what's up? I swear, I'm, like, misreading words today. I hate that. Driving me crazy. But yeah, I'm probably gonna head out. I will make a point to be doing these every Friday. Well, unless I randomly disappear for a week. That happens sometimes. But on the weeks where I don't randomly disappear, I'll be doing these every Friday. I was gonna try to keep doing them every Monday and every Friday, but I feel like it's best if I just kind of stick to Fridays. And then Mondays I'll probably be posting more like targeted videos, like not heavily edited, but like slightly more edited, you know. It just makes it easier for me to focus on other things when I'm not also thinking about the chat. So yeah. Um yeah, you have a good day too, Kaz. If any of you have like any ideas for videos, feel free to comment on the last video I just posted. I think it was yesterday. Lo-fi, AI is ruining lo-fi. If you have any like video ideas, anything you want me to talk about, feel free to put it in the comments there. And if not, that's totally fine too. I always manage to find something to ramble about, so it's okay. You can take a break. I'll always be here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, real OG. It's nice seeing you too. Okay. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.